I chose to take the biofuels class because it was something similar to my major, but different than anything I experienced before. It was just a different type of class. It was more hands-on discussion-based class where you'd given a piece of a primary source to read before class, and then in class we would discuss about the primary source. The next component is we attended a conference on biofuels. It's one of the leading meetings in the country. Unfortunately, not as many European presenters could be at the meeting due to the ash storm that occurred the same week we were there, which disrupted a lot of airline traffic, but it was truly a global meeting. I think the future for biofuels is very strong. I more see the future of biofuels that if you could do it and to take the products you already produce and use like the leftover agricultural waste or the leftover like tree trimmings or things like that and convert those products into fuel, that's where the future of biofuels more holds. Everyone that is realizing that biofuel is the next way we have to go. For the most part, each country could figure out their own strategy for biofuels and how to meet their needs. If I looked back at the class in 10 years, it would be this class gave me the spark for the idea if I choose to go into biofuels. It is a very viable choice and option for me in terms of after graduation. I also think it was good exposure in terms of you have to know how to go to professional meeting, you have to know how to ask somebody about their research, and I'm more of a visual learner, so the conference was really great. Instead of reading about someone's research, it was like a little mini half-an-hour lecture from everyone about their research, so you're talking directly to the expert in their own words. It's much more interactive and much more hands-on. Part of it is overwhelming, but at the same time, you still do, in being overwhelmed, you learn more. I think every student at Ohio Wesleyan should take a Sagan class, just hands down. I love experiential learning classes because it brings whatever subject you're doing to life. So I took the Vietnam experience, which is a history class. I'm a science major. Names, dates, and facts really are not my forte. But it's something different about seeing the places or hearing it for yourself or feeling what that same experience is like, or even if you're going to be a professional scientist, what does it look like to go to a meeting? What do those meetings sound like? What's the right vocabulary for that profession? Something changes when you're actually there. It's the difference between being in college and being in an actual job setting, that you have all the head knowledge, but how do you apply it to the real world? How do you make it come to life? And in coming to life, you learn more about yourself. Your professors become more real to you, and the rest of your classmates become more real, and you going to a different place enhances the bond you have with other people. So when you come back, there's people on Ohio Wesleyan's campus that you may have not known before the trip, but then afterwards you're closer to because you shared this experience. People should also take a Sagan class that's outside of their major, and they'll be surprised at what they learn.